Respected members of the Sangha, distinguished delegates, our friends in the Dhamma. It is my great honor to address you in the name of the Hungarian Buddhists at the National Day of the United Nations, Vesak. Celebrating together with you all the birth, the enlightenment, and the Mahaparinirvana of the Buddha is a truly auspicious event for us. Hungarian Buddhists are among the youngest members of a family that traces back its roots to the historical Buddha. The first noticeable contact of Hungarians with the teachings of the Buddha happened only about 200 years ago, when a young Hungarian, Alexander Körösi, walked by foot from Hungary to the Himalayas on his journey to find the origin of the Hungarian people. He spent a year with 2 Tibetan monks in Zangla and, as a diligent student, collected first time more than 10,000 words in an English-Tibetan dictionary and outlined the first grammar of the language, creating the foundations for the modern Western Tibetan studies. However, what is the most important message he brought back for us Hungarian Buddhists was the first compendium of the Dhamma, as it was explained to him by these 2 Tibetan monks. It took another 140 years out of that 200 years when the first institution in the form of the Buddhist mission was established and soon permitted by the Hungarian state to operate on the Hungarian soil. Just 26 years ago, 100th time of the 2,600 years, when the Buddhist lineages were opened by the Hungarian state to establish themselves in Hungary. Hence, this 1% of the 2,600 years is an extremely short period of time. During that time, from a few dozens of individuals, the community of the Hungarians, deeply impacted by the Dhamma, rose to about 35,000 people as it stands today. However, a next step might be identified when the Hungarian state allowed to, as we call it, establish churches, Buddhist churches in Hungary, recognized by the Hungarian parliament and supported by the Hungarian state. Nowadays, thanks to those opportunities that opened in 1991, the Dhammagate Buddhist Church could establish and create a college that has been accredited 3 times as a state-supported higher educational organization. We are also proud founding members of the International Association of the Buddhist Studies, Buddhist Universities, and partners for half a dozen other Buddhist universities around the world. It could have not been possible without the strong support and continuous support of the Mahachulalongkorn Rajavidyalaya University and also of the Thai Sangha and the Thai government. We think that for the future, we need a further support for our extremely fragile Buddhism in Hungary, whatever that might mean in terms of the huge community of Buddhists around the world. As far as the subject of the conference concerns, we are particularly proud that a Hungarian, Mr. Gábor Fazekas, was invited as a keynote speaker. The newly established Hungarian Association of Mindfulness and Contemplative Practice-Based Applications is a proof of our strong motivation and determination to find any means as upaya to propagate the Dhamma and make the teachings appealing and attractive for the Hungarian Buddhists and for the Hungarians in general. I'm also proudly can hope that the Thai and the Hungarian government might conclude and make it even more appealing to many other higher educational institutions in Hungary, Buddhism as a field of cooperation between the two governments. So let me finish by again thanking all of you for making us possible to join this wonderful community of Buddhists around the world, and please let us remain a diligent pupil and a diligent pupil of all of yours, and being open to all of the teachings what you might give for us. All your blessings to the conference.
ขอเสียงปรบมือนะคะและกราบขอบคุณค่ะพระนาท่านยานอสเยเลน